smart forest city. Usually we go to see forests from cities, but here we have brought the forest in the cities. It is expected that by 2050, 2/3 of the global population will move to the cities. With increased population comes increased pollution and other problems like acute food shortages, high energy consumption and water scarcity. But this smart forest city acts as a solution for all the problems. This city is designed to have 40,000 trees and about 1 million plants. They can absorb about 10,000 tons of carbon dioxide and release 900 tons of oxygen. This city can help to purify the air to a very large extent. The skyscrapers and buildings in this city are developed into vertical forests. In the vertical forest, the trees and plants are grown in stacked layers. This vertical forest acts as a home to both humans as well as all the organisms like animals and insects, enhancing the biodiversity. Also, these buildings have extended balconies in order to increase the area for growing more plants and trees. The smart forest city functions mostly on renewable source of energy. All buildings in the smart forest city are zero net energy buildings, meaning the energy utilized in these buildings is equal to the energy produced in these buildings. We can observe that the buildings in the city are fitted with solar panels. They are not just normal solar panels, they are quantum dot solar cells, which are highly efficient than the regular solar cells. This is because they have an adjustable band gap. Band gap is the distance between the valence band and the conduction band. With the adjustment, we can get more electrical energy from the solar energy. Also, they can absorb the energy in the infrared region. Hence, the solar light in the solar cells can absorb 65% of the solar spectrum. Another clean and renewable energy source in this city is the Phofootstep electric generator. It has the potential to bring a revolution in energy production. This is because with the help of this, we can produce electrical energy just from human footsteps. Let me show you how it happens. The piezo slabs are fitted in crowded places like schools, shopping malls, etc. When the people step on the piezo slabs, kinetic energy is generated. It is converted to electrical energy. This electrical energy is used to power the street lamps and the LED powered lights in that area. Let's take a look at the wind turbines in the city. Wind turbines work on a reverse principle. That is, usually we use electricity to rotate the fans. But here, we are going to rotate the wind turbines to generate electricity. In the smart forest city, we have taller wind turbines. This is because at greater heights, the wind velocity is very high. Hence, the rotor blades will rotate faster and we can generate more electrical energy. Another interesting feature of the smart forest city is that all the streets have automated street lights. Their mechanism is that once the vehicle enters the street, they get automatically switched on. And once the vehicle leaves the street, the lights get automatically switched off. Let me show you how it happens. Here, when this vehicle enters the street, the lights get automatically switched on. Once the vehicle leaves the street, the light gets automatically switched off. With this method, we can conserve energy when there are no vehicle movements in the street. All the buildings in the city have rainwater harvesting, which is used to conserve the rainwater. Here we can observe that when it rains, the rainwater gets collected and passes through the filter. In the filter, the rainwater is filtered from all the sand, gravel and other dust particles. Once the rainwater is filtered, it moves into the storage tank. The water stored in the storage tank is used for day-to-day purposes like washing the cars, irrigating the land, and it can also be used for drinking. Once the storage tank gets filled, the excess water moves into the storage pit. Vertical farming is practiced in this city. In vertical farming, commercial crops are grown to meet the food demands of the people. In vertical farming, the crops are grown in stacked layers. In vertical farming, the plants are grown in a closed environment in towers. Hence, they are protected from weather disruptions. Public transport is extensively used by the inhabitants of the smart forest city. With the public modes of transport like the metro trains and the biodiesel buses, we can reduce the carbon emissions to a large extent. In this city, all the waste generated are collected in the respective bins based on the nature like metal, plastic, paper, glass, etc. The waste collected based on the recycling ability are either sent to the recycling plant for getting recycled or they can be reused. Through this method, we can reduce landfills. Also, here we are following the zero waste cycle, which includes the 5R principle: refuse, recycle, repurpose, reuse and reduce. All the waste generated are properly disposed and no harmful waste is generated. The focus of the smart forest city is to grow more trees, function on renewable source of energy and use unsustainable methods like automated street lights, rainwater harvesting, etc. in order to create a sustainable society. With the advent of the smart forest city, we can reduce carbon emissions and prevent global warming, reduce the environmental pollution and move towards a sustainable planet.
Abir Hospital, healthcare you can trust. Now we know man. 20 years of care and concern. Multi-specialty hospital with surgical excellence. Round-the-clock emergency